Hello and welcome to another episode of Top Deck, the series where we take a look at some of the leading TCG deck lists. This time we have Luke Crosthwaite's 12th place Gem Knight FTK. So I wanted to feature this because he got pretty close to the top. We haven't featured a Gem Knight FTK before, and I just think it's a great opportunity to try it out. So let's take a look at the deck. We have double Gem Armadillo, triple Lazuli, triple Obsidian, triple Lapis, triple Garnet, triple Block Dragon, triple Ash Blossom, triple Gamma, and one Driver, triple Rescue Rabbit, one Crystal Rose, triple Fusion, triple Brilliant, triple Unexpected Die, double Desires, one Foolish, one Monster Reborn, and one copy of Soul Charge. For the extra, triple Lapis Lazuli, and triple Master Diamond, as well as the one Lady Brilliant Diamond, double Zirconia, one Seraphonite, one Decode, double Quartz, one Mrs. Radiant, and one copy of Omega to go with the hand traps.
Any ideas?
For the side deck, one Jizukiri and double Kamungus, then double Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, triple Ghost Reaper, one Dark Hole, triple Evenly, one Macabre, one ABC, and one Electromite, so these three as your cherries targets. So that's the deck itself. The rounds that he played, round 1 he went up against Dark Magician and 2-0'd them, round 2 against Paleo he 2-1 them, round 3 True King Dinosaur, he beat them 2-0, round 4 against Lightsworn he went 0-2, I think this may have been JY, round 5 against True Draco he went 1-2, and round 6 against Trickstar he went 2-0, so overall a really solid record. Great to see this deck. I've been testing it out myself a little bit because it seemed like a fun build for a while. If you've been following the channel, you know that I have some minor interest in decks that can build silly boards or FTK through ridiculous combos. And this is one of the much more consistent versions of an FTK, so interesting to see. So we have actually got an interview with Luke, who will be coming on to chat about the deck with us. So stay tuned for that. Hi Luke, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Just relaxing after this weekend's regional.
Great, so you secured 12th place at the regional that I cannot name because I cannot say the name.
Landudno.
Landudno. Oh, okay, it's much easier to say than I thought it was.
Yeah, double L always throw me off.
Yeah. So you took a Gem Knight FTK. What's the main reason why you decided to take this deck?
So I've been out of the game for like a while now. Started playing Dragon Ball Super instead. But my friend offered me a free ride up to Landudno. So I basically asked my friends what are the best deck currently. They told me Pendulum Magician and True Draco. Didn't really fancy any of them, so decided to ask my friend, what's the funnest deck out there, and he showed me this.
Yeah, it is a pretty fun deck. I've tried it out myself a few times. And also with hand traps being like not so prevalent in the current meta, it just does really well. Yeah,
so like I ran into quite a lot of Ash Blossom, weirdly enough.
That's strange. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
It was like people were siding more for the True Draco matchup than the Pendulum Magician, which personally I thought was the correct, because it was a lot more popular and True Draco can just demolish Pendulum Magician boards.
Yeah.
But against this, there's so many ways you can play around an Ash Blossom and bait it out, so not one of them really affected me throughout the day. That's
really good. And so a couple of things that I've noticed are different between your list and like a few of the other ones that I've seen. So I think Gem Armadillo at 2 is sort of more of a choice thing than anything else. I mean, some people play it at 2 and some at 3, so that's not too much of like a rare thing. I think one of the different things from yours is you're playing triple Garnet rather than triple Tourmaline, which I've seen a lot of people playing. So is there a reason behind that, or was it just access to it?
Yeah, so people are playing the Tourmaline just because the fusions are like arguably better. But throughout the playtest, I thought stun decks were going to be quite popular, which I saw a few of them, and Trickstar as well.
Yeah.
So the whole reason I picked Garnet over them was Thunder King's obviously now like quite prevalent again. Garnet crashes with Thunder King, and Garnet is bigger than the entire Trickstar deck, so
that's true.
It just came in useful throughout the day, just having a 1900 beat stick. Also, I got what's called lose one turns, but you can actually rabbit and summon the 2 Garnet, and that's 3800 direct. So
yeah, that's really good. Also, you played. So sometimes we see people playing like ways of baiting out hand traps or removing hand traps. I think one that got popular was drag down into the. Is it drag down to the grave? I think that one. And I think you decided to play hand traps instead of playing additional baits for hand traps.
Yeah. So the argument of like hand traps versus the bait for hand traps is, although the baits themselves can be okay, if you see more than one bait in a hand with your actual combo, like, the baits then become bricks, whereas the hand traps, like, if you don't secure the FTK, like, there was quite a few games where I didn't, but, like, I managed to win that game anyway because the hand traps let me live, keep the Fusion Lazuli on board, and then just burn them next turn anyway.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Like, the hand traps come very useful, especially Gamma. Gamma was, like, MVP of the day.
Yeah. Did you make a lot of Omegas then?
No, like, I didn't make one Omega. It was more just the fact that, like, you go Brilliant Fusion and they Ash and you go Gamma, or if you go Rabbit, it banishes cost, so when they go Ash, your board's empty, so you can Gamma.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then, so you can use the materials then to make pretty much, well, I guess you have access to Decode, all your fusions.
I tend to keep them, just because they're two special summon guys. It means I don't have to like extend my hand into the FTK then.
Yeah, and that's the additional 1,000, I think, is it? For two more monsters? Okay, cool. Did you ever have issues... so I was playing this with Triple Desires, and I see you've gone for 2 instead. Did you ever have issues with banishing the Rose?
No, so like I did banish the Rose, which was pretty sad. But like the block dragons can just add rock monsters that equal 8, so like it adds the Gemol, Modillo, the Lazuli, and the Obsidian, or the Lapis, depending on what you need. So you always have like pockets for it. But yeah,
that's good.
I was running it to and playtesting, but like I needed to find room for the Gammas, so it got cut pretty fast.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you went with a 42 card deck, so you could fit the power spells of Monster Reborn and Soul Charge in, or was it? Is there another reason behind it?
Yeah, that was legit. It was just I tried to get it to 40, but there were too many power cards to fit in.
Yeah, there's just like you have to play 3 of so much of the deck, and it's otherwise you end up with issues with your hands. But yeah, that's really cool. So for the extra, I mean, most of the Gem Knight stuff is pretty standard. You went with double Zirconia?
The double Zirconia was so that in the combo where you have to shuffle Zirconia back with the link monster, it meant I didn't have to shuffle Zirconia, so I could shuffle any other piece I needed, because I always had another one to go into.
Okay, yeah. That's fair enough. And because you... Sorry, yeah, go on.
Oh, sorry, it was just the number on the Lapis, because every necklace I've seen ran 2. And I play tested that, but like the amount of times where like if you open a hand of like suboptimal Gem Knight cards, you can still FTK if you're free, because you just literally keep sending them off each other. Whereas if you've only got 2 to play around with, like, it becomes a lot harder.
Yeah, definitely. It's just it allows you to play through a significant number of disrupts compared to what you would have to do otherwise.
Yeah.
And because you didn't play the Tourmaline and the like Topaz and stuff, that meant that you had space for extra deck slots like Decode Talker, which I think is pretty cool, because that allows you to push through stuff like Vela and things.
Yeah, so the Decode was like really clutch. It came in clutch in the True King Dinosaur build that I got in round 3. He tried to sit on the tapir thing. I forgot its name now. It just like skill drains the board. Yeah, Babushka, that's it. Like, I didn't play it, so I didn't need to know its name. I literally just linked into this guy and swung over it and then did the FTK.
Yeah.
It came up and it's like, it did help not having to run the other Gem Knights, and obviously Garnet only one is Ruby, which is really crap, so...
Yeah, isn't that like, just do some piercing damage or something?
Yeah, it does piercing, and then you contribute another Gem Knight monster and it gains its attack for the turn.
It's so useful.
It was so bad.
Yeah, I think you featured all of the Gem Knights that are actually relevant within the matchup.
Yeah.
So looking at the rounds that you actually played, what was the easiest match, do you think?
Magician. That one was like, yeah, IFTK game 1. Game 2, he had Circle and Dark Renewal set, because apparently he ran it, but like, I just baited out the back row enough and then just went in for the FTK. Because by baiting out the back row, they have to put guys on board, so we put like 3 guys on board, and I was like, okay, so now I'm in a comfortable position to just apply 1-5 of the combat.
Yeah, that's really good. And what was you had a loss to Lightsworn and True Draco. Which one was the harder match, do you think?
So it was definitely Lightsworn. Like, ironically, like the Lightsworn matchup was JY Sheriff.
Yep.
And the True Draco matchup was Ben Sherman.
Oh, okay.
So like the one against Ben, it was like game 1. I'm pretty sure game 1 he did all his True Draco stuff and I couldn't play through the board because it's True Draco.
Yeah.
They have skill drains and stuff. Game 2 I FTK, and then game 3 I could have FTK'd, but then like I decided to try and play around an Ogre if he had it, and then like he didn't have the Ogre, and because he didn't have the Ogre he didn't remove a piece off the board, which meant I didn't have link space, and then like he managed to top deck into that Monarch skill drain card.
Yeah, a Mono Iwato.
It just went downhill from there. But against Sheriff, it was like game 1, he went first and just snowed the entire board every time I tried to make a play.
Did he
Game 2, I didn't open the combo.
Oh, okay. When he played against JY, did he do the add back Ash?
No, that didn't come.
Okay.
Like, I think he was confused at first what the hell was going on when I went dive for Garnet. It was just sat there. Like, I managed to push him quite a lot of Gen Knight plays. He probably should have stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if I had opened suboptimally in any way, shape, or form, I probably could have attempted to do an FTK.
Yeah.
Because like, he just didn't know what the hell he was doing. But that's only fair because it's kind of a random deck to run into.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously it's become more popular since the FTK has been like vaguely popularized, but it's still not like it's still not a huge part of the meta in any way.
Oh no, it's so fragile. It's like, it's really good and it's really consistent, but then everything that stuns every other deck stuns this a hell of a lot more because this doesn't have a recovery play.
Yeah.
So like,
there are quite a lot of options where it's just like, oh, I have a side deck that's going to win the game. So
there were so many games they'd start a board and I'd go, I might as well pull the side deck out.
Right. So with your the only other thing to talk about with the deck itself is the side deck a bit. So you play the double Humongous and the one Jizukiru. I'm assuming the Humongous is because you can add it back with the Mrs. Radiant.
The Humongous is because it's there, so you can banish it for block dragon.
Oh, that too as well. Yeah, that's really cool. And then the Ghost Ogre is fine. Yep. Ghost Reaper. Yeah. So you opted for more hand traps as opposed to like I think a lot of other decks would put in like Dimensional Barrier and stuff, but I guess you don't want to be setting anything. You just want to play.
So my thought process was like I built the deck for, let's just say I go first, because like a lot of the builds I saw ran Regeki and like Cosmics, and I don't agree with that deck build. I'm like, if you want to FTK someone, build the deck to go first.
Yeah.
If you want to go second, build the deck to go second. Mm-hmm. Don't build the deck to do both. So I put the hand traps in for going second, so I was like, would I rather Regeki aboard or Ghost Ogre aboard from ever appearing? And then with the barriers that I saw people were like siding as well, it came up to I'm going to FTK them. Mm-hmm. If I don't, the barrier's not really going to help because I'm playing Gen Knight.
Yeah, and you won't be assembling too many resources in the next turn that you didn't already have.
They could probably have, if I'm not FTKing them, they can have like 3 or 4 turns before I've got game on board.
Mm-hmm. So one Dark Hole, no Raigeki. Is there a?
Yeah.
Is this to send block dragon?
So the Dark Hole was literally, I can't remember why. There was a reason I'm playtesting them, but
I'm sure there is a reason.
It was the stun decks. In playtesting, because like I thought I was going to come up against stun, so I playtested the new Border Inspector stun deck that's horrible to go against.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I summon Lapis and they activate Fogblade or whatever on Lapis, then the Lapis is dead, so I need a way to remove it off board.
Okay.
Like, the majority of the time, I could have fusion, but the fusion was never going to resolve against that deck.
Yeah.
Or like I could only use one because they'd Necro Valley, so I couldn't add it back.
Okay.
So the Dark Hole was literally linked to get my own Lapis off board.
Yeah.
So I could go Master Diamond and then just banish it and then start doing plays again.
Yeah, that's a really rough position to try and get out of. So yeah, that does make sense actually, because I was just like, but why? And yeah, makes perfect sense. Evenly, everyone is siding evenly at the moment. Your cherries targets. Sorry.
It's best card when you don't draw it.
So your cherries targets were Macabre, ABC, and Electromite. Do you think these are the most popular 3 that you can cherries, or like did they? Because what did you play? You didn't play against Invoked on the day, but I mean, it could have happened.
You played against ABC, Finger against Pendulum, like.
Yeah.
With a lot of hindsight, I probably would have sided something else, like, because like I said, I didn't come up against them. They weren't popular in the room. Maybe keep the Electroman because that was kind of popular, but it was just True Draco. I would have put in a lot more True Draco hate, but I don't know. I looked at like most of the cards because like I said, I haven't played for a while, so I had to do a bit of research. But
yeah,
these were the only cards I was scared of getting summoned against me because Electromite just too much advantage. Buster's just banish a key piece and Mechaba just negates anything.
Yeah,
so I was like, they're the cards I should probably hit.
Yeah, it makes sense. Cool. So, are there any changes that you think you would make to the list for upcoming events, and would you play it again?
Yeah, I'd play again. It's a lot of fun. I'd take out the Buster and the Macabre. Maybe a Kaiju engine in the side, because that would have dealt with the True Draco a lot more. In the main deck, maybe one of the dies could come out. They tended to brick a lot.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, most of it was pretty solid throughout the day.
That's cool.
It did me pretty well.
Great. Any shout-outs you want to make?
Yeah, so shout out to Sam for lending me the Gem Knight stuff. Shout out to Tom for lending me the Ashes, the Evenlies, and every other good card in the deck. And shout out to Gabby for the Gammas.
Cool.
Yeah, that's my crew.
Yeah, we all need friends who can lend stuff.
Yeah, it makes the game so much cheaper.
Great. Well, congratulations on getting 12th place at Land Adno. Really cool to see the Gem Knight FTK deck come onto the channel, and good luck to you in future events.
Alright, thank you.
Thanks very much. Alright, see you then. Thanks for watching this episode of Top Deck. If you have any comments or suggestions that you would like to make, leave them in the comment section down below. Check out the description for details of how you can get involved in this series. You can enter by voice interview, or instead you could just send all of your information over Facebook Messenger. Anything like that will be absolutely fine. If you want to see anything in particular from the upcoming series, then be sure to get in touch, and I'll see you guys in the next video.